Welcome to Baxter Bell Yoga. I'm here at the Oakland Yoga Studio today. Please come check out the studio the next time you're in town. And don't forget you can order my book as well as t-shirts on my website, which is on your screen right now, as well as learn all kinds of great information about upcoming workshops, retreats, and travel adventure, such as the trip that Melina Mays and I are leading to Morocco in the fall of 2020. You can also find longer video practices on the practice channel at the website yogauonline.com. You'll also find archived talks that I've given over the last couple of years on a variety of health topics as they relate to yoga and well-being as we get older. So make sure to check those out as well. So today I want to give you a little primer. It's almost like a prequel to a couple of earlier videos that I showed you down on the ground that involve the slow motion outer space yoga technique. This is where we move very smoothly and slowly in and out of our yoga poses that are done dynamically as a way of activating more eccentric muscle contraction in our muscles. This is, for instance, when my deltoid muscle helped bring my arm up and out to the side, but I slowly lower that arm down. That muscle is still contracting but gently lengthening on the way down. And this form of muscle contraction is said to be equal to or maybe even superior to simple weightlifting actions like quickly contracting the muscle, weightlifting actions I should say, that is known as concentric muscle contraction, and even the isometric holds that we often do in yoga where we hold the poses for longer periods of time. So one of the challenges of doing slow motion outer space yoga, and the reason why I'm doing this primer today, is that the breath can be a little bit tricky. I decided in developing this technique that it would be great to do transitions that last about 6 seconds long. Some of the research that was done had shorter transitions of 3 or 4 seconds, but I thought in yoga, since we're just using our body weight and not extra weights, as they often do when weightlifters and bodybuilders are in a gym trying to use eccentric muscle contraction, I thought since we're just using our own body weight, let's slow things down a little bit more. So I settled on 6-second transitions. Now, I wouldn't really want the average student to be trying to inhale for 6 seconds and exhale for 6 seconds continuously for a longer practice. I'm afraid a lot of people would hyperventilate, and it's just not a natural way of breathing. However, I think it's a little more reasonable for folks to take a breath in for about 3 seconds and exhale out for about 3 seconds. And therefore, I figured we could split that 6 seconds into an inhale and an exhale, or one complete breath cycle in the transition of the body limbs in and out of the positions that we're going to work with. So let's play around with that with the simple action of taking the arms up and overhead. If I do this normally, I would just inhale the arm up and I would exhale it back down. I would inhale the other arm up and I would exhale it down. If I'm going to slow that down to a 6-second transition, I would then take a 3-second inhale. So I would go from about here to here in 3 seconds. And then on my exhale for 3 seconds, I would take it the additional distance up and overhead. So I'm splitting the movement in half, and I'm taking the inhale for the first half and the exhale for the second half of the movement. So it might look something like this. I'll give you the count, imagining that I would be breathing in and out in this fashion. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all inhale. 1, 2, 3. A nice exhale. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 1, 2, 3. Now I'm actually going to do the breath as I'm doing the movement. I'm not going to count, so you'll have to follow that mentally along as I do this. So here we go, starting on my next inhale. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. So for instance, if I'm doing arms overhead for Warrior 1, I would take both arms up in that same fashion. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Exhaling 4, 5, 6. What if I'm going to be doing warrior 2 arms and my arms are going to stop right here? That means I have to split that movement in half to get my action. So I'll move even slower in a sense through a smaller range of motion. It might look like this. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, exhaling 4, 5, 6. So the time of transition remains the same, but the distance moved might be different depending on the poses that we're doing. If I was doing that in real time now, I'm going to do it without the count. You can watch and see how slow the movement is. Same count. Here I go. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 5, 6. So 6-second transition, inhaling for 3 seconds, exhaling for 3 seconds, inhaling for 3 seconds, exhaling for 3 seconds. The same thing would be used if my leg was doing most of the movement, as in some of the reclining slow motion outer space sequences that you may have seen before or that you may see in the future. So take this information now into any of the videos that are from the past or coming down the road in which we employ the slow motion outer space technique, and be patient with yourself. Even a 3-second inhale and exhale could be a dramatic shift or change for some of you who have never worked with your breath, dynamically moving with movement in this way before. And just take your time, play with it. Maybe you have to only do 4-second transitions for a while with a 2-second inhale and a 2-second exhale. That's fine. You can try whatever works for you, but work up to that 3-second transition, because it will be what I'll be demonstrating in some of our upcoming videos that are right around the corner. So thanks for tuning into this primer on the breathing technique for slow motion outer space yoga technique. Don't forget to follow me on my Facebook and YouTube channel, Baxter Bell Yoga, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.